But then the most, this person I was telling Chess.com as one of many guys. I mean, okay, to me, it's completely obvious. And this is already serious because he is a grandmaster. Okay, he's a grandmaster, kind of not bad grandmaster. He almost doesn't play chess anymore. But I was shouting about it for 1 year, and I see him still playing, still performing the same, Okay, so he's like 25-60 now. I mean, he plays very little. Actually, in Blitz, he almost doesn't play classical. In Blitz, he played 22 games in last half year, so he only plays Blitz OTB. He lost like 30 elo points, so he's now 25-20 in Blitz. So basically, okay, he was like 25-50, he's now 25-20. I mean, after 20 more games, so I guess he's not 2700 Blitz player, logically. And he was never above 2-6, he was never really any. So he plays not very often, but some performances which are just absolutely crazy. So, okay, last 3 events, 9 out of 11, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 11. 9 out of 11 was very modest. Precision 89.2. I mean, he beat actually 3 very prominent players. I think he took the prize. Then 7 out of 10, he probably was just not very lucky with play. He was 89.4. It's in a row, So now I can tell you then performance of yours and some other guys, it's lower. Magnus, Nakamura, yours are lower.
Yeah, no, actually that's important because it's also part of your analysis that you have some benchmarks.
I have benchmarks. I can tell you your last 3 if you want. It's there.
I won one.
You want to?
I mean, I want to.
Let's see the one Maxim won.
Yes.
No, the Maxim.
The two.
The 2 you won, actually, I don't know which one you won. There is 91.4, 90.7, 91.2. There are 3 events. Okay, Magnus, he won all 3. He has 91.5, 90, and 90.5. So you understand more or less the measure. I mean, like 90, 91 is winning. Is a top, absolutely top. Absolutely
it's basically
top
you win, yeah.
I mean, you are just like absolutely top 10 player, And the guy has 89.4, 89.2, and the cherry on the pie, a 3rd one in a row, 93.1. I mean, like every game, 93, 92, 94, every game, And this is like for 2 years already, continuing like this. He has so many events of 90, 91. I mean, come on, he's 25-50 player who doesn't play chess anymore. What is it? I mean, how can you let him play and play and play? I mean, I'm sorry, I must say I played with him also. I mean, I played 3 times with him. Okay, the average was above 95, in those games. I mean, come on, I just noticed it's so obvious. I mean, from the beginning, and the guy's playing, and I see again now lately, it was pretty late on, again, 93.1. Thank you, excellent, 93. You never showed 93. Carlson never. I checked Carlson whole year, not a single event 93. You the same, not Nakamura. But a few players managed, even the best one is 94. 94, and the guy is still playing. There is one player who had 6 in a row events, I will tell you. 91.8, 92.5, 94.5, 90.2, 92.8, 94.2 . And he's playing 6 in a row. It's completely absurd. I mean, this is something...
obviously.
I mean, like, it is absurd, but I think we like turning... back and forth to the same conclusion that these players should be under supervision.
I believe
to prove that he can play for quite a game.
There are different, let's say, players. Many should be under. This player has to be banned. Simply, I mean, there is no way in history of chess it's possible. There is no way. I mean, I can guarantee you the probability is 0.000000001%. No, I mean, it doesn't deserve anything than a ban.
No, in a way,
long ago.
I probably agree with you. But let's say if you want to be safe, you just come, you ask this guy to play under your...
Should have done 1 year ago. Now already even not just ban. I mean, and there are few guys more or less of such statistic. There is nothing to ask anymore. But I mean, that is
what's the downside of asking this guy to come to Chess.com?
Because I mean, yeah, it's also possible. Yeah, but I mean that also this guy never showed anything even close on offline. Never. I mean, he's not the only one.
I agree with you that it's like almost a certainty that this cannot be achieved by fairly, but
I mean, if it was never achieved by any top 10 player, I mean, including Magnus.
No, but what I mean is, as soon as Chess.com would agree to these intermediate measures and ask players before they can compete for prize again to submit themselves to this live supervision with a clean computer and everything, I don't see why they shouldn't do it, and it may even be on the player's expense to actually come and prove that you're playing fair.
Just to finish my idea, why I'm giving you these numbers is because, and there are many more, of course, similar, same ridiculous, crazy numbers. Is my question is not, you are completely right, we should ask Chess.com to do it. My question is, how come Chess.com didn't do it already? Because this is continuing for years. I mean, I started already a year ago. There is a guy in 2021.
I don't have the answer.
That is why, what I mean, that is why I'm so harsh, I'm pressing, I'm shouting, because this is unacceptable. When you see this, there is another person in 2021, he's still playing, earning money. He had 90 plus performances in 16 tournaments out of 21 in a row, 90 plus. I mean, I'm sorry, none of, including Magnus, had more than 10. I mean, the guy had 16, and he's playing, he's earning money. And I mean, why? Okay, you're right. You want me to trust them, to say, yeah, no, we checked the guy, it's okay. No, I'm sorry, it's not okay. I know it's not okay. So that is a big question. I mean, I'm not, that's why I'm not asking Chess.com. I demand Chess.com. I just demand it, and I go public. If they don't get it, I go with names. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. It's not possible. It's very unlikely, to put it mildly. Yeah. So, okay. And I have many more statistics which are just laughable. I mean, you just laugh and you understand that it cannot be, but it is. And these people are earning money, and you and others, when I was playing, I'm facing them. I'm losing to them. I was losing to them all the time. I have a score, by the way, with such players. I checked at some point with on my suspect list. I had 1.5, 19.5 with 4 guys on my suspect list. I mean, I'm sorry. Okay, I even, and they're lower rated than me. I mean, in general, I mean, I'm sorry. I should normally score a bit more. Yeah. So it's like everything points out on the same direction, but nothing is happening. So concerning Kevin, I have two news. One good news, one bad for you.
We are all waiting for it, because we will see how strong I am, I think, now.
I checked your games. Okay, I didn't go very deep. I checked like last 50 games or something. And I can tell you, there is no indication that you are cheating. It's absolutely correct. If there would be, I would tell. If there is no indication that you are cheating, because your play is very consistent and constant. The bad news that it's consistently bad. I just wanted to make it a joke, but there is a consistency in play. I mean, there is no indication. For example, with Maxim, okay, has very high performances, very high also accuracy, but it's not much higher than his World Championship accuracy and results. So then, I mean, Maxim proved more than once he won World Championship, and he proved that he can play like this. And actually, his average, Maxim's, level of play in last 6 events is very close to what he showed in the last World Championship, just like 0.2 difference. So there is no result like absolutely sick or crazy 98 average, you know. So I mean, and he proved. So that's why, since you cannot check everyone like crazily, so there is no reason to okay, anyone I can be cheated, but there is no reason here to suspect anything.
It doesn't absolve me of any cheating, but
it
doesn't make me on the suspect list.
Yeah, it doesn't make you on the suspect list. If you show something crazy a lot, you know, I mean, even though you won events, you won many title Tuesdays, but okay,
7 now.
Yeah, but I mean, first of all, you were playing always very strong in so it's known that you are. And secondly, your level of play is basically more or less corresponds to your regular level of play TB. So there is no reason. Yeah, I mean, so it's not that you show fantastic result that you immediately suspect. I mean, the reason when it becomes to be totally out of mathematical, you know, probability, if you would never show it offline, if you would be never playing offline, I would say, okay, the guy has to be checked. But you proved it. So, I mean, when somebody proves, okay, then immediately it reduces very seriously the suspicion level. But okay, I can tell you are, by the way, in last 6, by accuracy, you are third. You are the third. By the way, by the accuracy of play, so you're not even the first. I mean, the first, of course, is the guy with this 99.9 accuracy. But second is actually Firuja. But you're I can tell you that Magnus is number 8 only.
Okay.
Aranyan number 9, Nakamura number 10. And between you and number 8, none of top 10 players. Just to have a general picture, but okay, doesn't matter. But what I mean that I'm not going crazy, I'm not just trying to, so I'm doing very serious statistical research, OTB, offline, online, and then I see some numbers are crazy, some numbers are, even if it looks from the side that it's kind of too much, but in fact not. It's not my emotion, not I'm crazy, it's numbers, which are like common sense tells, at minimum common sense tells that this is just very weird, and I see all these guys playing.
They show that it's very weird on a global level, and that and that follows
to do something.
The intuition. And we discussed already basically, because this was basically gonna be the last part of our discussion. But we were gonna discuss the solutions to make the play more fair. So that includes obviously the idea of having players play with physical presence, and then when it's not enough, to have them compete in a secure environment, like Chess.com headquarters would be one for sure, but like you can think of other places. But now we discussed that, and now we come maybe to the last point. What should be, let's say we are certain a player is cheating now, and we gave him the chance, I mean Chess.com gave him the chance to prove his play, and he didn't. So let's say now Chess.com decides to ban him. What should happen then? Because as the situation was for a while, Chess.com would ban a player and then ask them for confirmation and then give him a second chance account. So like this was the situation then, clearly.
But it's still
maybe it's still not. Like the information I had was said otherwise, but I'm not working at Chess.com, so I don't have any proof. But let's say, what should be the punishment once you're banned? Because
come on, Maxim, how come you don't know? I'm sure you're playing with a second chance already, no? No, I'm kidding. I know a bit. And I think it's still the same as far as I know.
No, incredibly, my account has stayed the same for the past 10 years. So, since I subscribed, I just don't remember. I can check when my account was created, but probably 10 years ago.
No, we trust you. We trust you.
No, you don't. No, you don't have to trust me.
No, of course, nobody has. I mean,
almost 10 years.
My position is very simple. First of all, it's not insulting. to check somebody who is showing huge performance. It's normal. I tell myself, please, if I have some overperformance, check me. You have to check everyone. I mean,
no,
it's normal.
This is clear. This is clear, and it also applied, of course, to over the board tournament.
Yeah,
like I would even say that the higher rated you are, the more careful you have to be. The more when it comes to checks. You have to be checked more often. You have to,
of course,
when you show results, of course, you have to be checked.
I mean,
and like Sasha Grishuk said, the highest compliment someone can give me is to accuse me of cheating, because it means I've played a great tournament.
No, I even had this initiative. Okay, I don't know if people will follow it or not, but my initiative, and I told, okay, to chess.com, I'm ready to do it, please. So my initiative was every player, if he wants to tell, okay, please publicly analyze me deeply and publish everything you want on me. Yeah. Okay, I want it to be published. I want that everybody sees. I mean, okay, they cannot maybe publish everything, but most of things. So like, okay, you have to do it. I'm earning money there, winning some money. Please, I want my opponents to be sure that I'm playing fair. Okay, if any players ready to follow it, I mean, it would be nice, because then it would force chess.com to be more transparent, in a way. We're not like they're forcing us to show, but we are forcing them to check us.
Like out of the top of my head, it could have the downside of like giving indications to unfair players on how to cheat more.
But that's why I said that it has to be accurately done. At least some things which doesn't give indication. But I would like it to be more public. I mean, things which you can allow. So that was what I wanted to say. That it should be taken normally that you are checked. There is no problem with it.
Yes, and so because we haven't. And I think this is the final point, is once a player is banned, so the situation as it was before, as it is maybe now. Anyway, even if the player was simply permanently banned, I don't think it would be enough. Basically, that's where I wanted to go. To me, once a player is banned, so like, of course, it's in an ideal world, because there are legal implications to this. We know that from the Hans Niemann case, swingchess.com. But I would want that the list of players who have been banned to be published, or at the very least to be given to FIDE.
I would wish also the same, but I mean, I would say if chess.com is afraid of certain legal issues, actually, there is a way to do it without any legal consequences at all. Because as a private company, as I understand, especially lately, they changed their license agreement. I mean, you can simply annul the membership of a person. You give him back money if he ever paid the money. And you cannot really sue, because it's your private entity. You just don't continue.
But you can sue once your name is published on a list, which is what I was suggesting.
Then this is a variation which is very safe, which was always existing and now existing, and this is safe. So if you don't publish, I don't care. Okay, I would prefer it to it, but if not. But then if a person doesn't agree with it, if he doesn't want to admit, then he is just, in this way, he's out forever, from the chess.com, let's say. And this is a very safe situation, even though I agree with you, Maxim, I would go a harsher way, but it's not me who is bearing the consequences, potential.
But also, second thing, but the retroactive punishment should also be any potential price the cheater got should be given back, basically. Of course, and it's not the case.
I mean, that is the most shocking
but
to me.
That again, you would need to be, if you just come to check the legal consequences, because of course the player may.
No, I mean, again, you cannot force, probably without legal consequences, a player to give back the money, but I mean, it can be a condition, and it must be, and should have been a condition to get a second chance. Okay, we don't tell,
back then,
but
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, okay,
Yeah.
but please, money. If you want to continue playing, you admit it, you cheated, you earn money. I'm sorry, this is a minimum you do. You give money back. I mean, how it's possible that you keep the money which you stole, basically? Yeah, I mean, that is totally unacceptable, and that was going on for years. So at least, if you are already getting second chance, this is so obvious that it has to be done,
Yes.
and probably compensated to the players in some way who suffered from the guy. Yeah, I mean, probably shared in some way, even if it's small money, but still as a principle.
Or let's say given back to the community in terms of next events you had more prizes.
I'd like more.
It doesn't matter.
Actually, it matters. It matters because these people, because everybody talks, how much damage can be to a person who can be falsely banned. But how much damage to these people? Let's say take 2650 guy. He's playing tournament. He has last round. He can earn, I don't know, $1,000. It's a lot of money for him. So the guy crushes him with 98. He's not only losing money, he's suffering. It's serious money it's a lot of damage.
True.
Yeah. So I think these people has to be compensated in some way. So at least a part of this money should go to these people. Sure, $10, $50, doesn't matter. It's like it's a gesture.
It's a gesture. It's also true in the sense that, like, I don't want people to be falsely accused. That's for sure. I also don't want people to be falsely banned, but I also want the people who are suffering from the fact that there was and there still is, to my knowledge, a lot of cheating going on. We don't know. I mean, the exact.
No, I don't know. Also, the exact. I just as you, I believe it's quite serious. It's very serious, but who knows exactly.
So let's say it's very serious. So of course, the people who choose to play fair are suffering directly from it.
And that is the worst. That is because the best ones, the honest ones, they are suffering. I mean, that is I feel pity for this guy. I mean, they have to be compensated somehow. Yeah, if the guy admitted already.
And it is a lose-lose situation as it is, and that's why I'm so let's say determined at the idea that we need these additional steps before banning, but that they should be implemented much more regularly, and that they don't consist on show your face and share your screen, because I mean, that's obviously something that prevents maybe the primitive type of cheating, but that doesn't prevent a person like me to have something in his shoes.
Many ways. No, of course. No, I fully agree with you, Maxim. I mean, I agree. I would also prefer not ban immediately, but all this measure. But if they don't want, if it's too expensive,
what you're saying is,
but you just cannot leave.
You would prefer a ban to the current situation. That's what you're saying.
But your is ideal solution. But I mean, since I haven't yet seen so much will, in my opinion, of Chess.com to do much about it, then I actually have my doubts they will, unless we really start to force many players start to raise the honor and say, okay, we demand it, we cannot continue like this. But in general, I agree with you. Yeah, I'm not there to start banning everyone immediately. No, but I mean, I just there to tell situation is very serious. I absolutely categorically disagree that so many players with low probabilities, they continue for years to play, earn money, and I don't see anything which is happening. I mean, that I just cannot accept.
Also, one last thing is, because you could say, obviously, that the players have improved since COVID. There's much more material.
Of course,
There's many more players playing Blitz. So, of course, they will improve naturally in Blitz. But because you're benchmarking towards the top players in the world, Magnus, and if too many players I don't know, many, you know, are surpassing the stats of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
Then, you know, it doesn't mean all of them are cheating, but it means some of them. And
of course,
maybe
no,
more
that's what I
than
mean,
not.
that it's important. Okay, everybody improve, but also Magnus improve, also you improve, everybody levels up, but then for some reason everybody improves, but they improve 3 times faster and actually overperform top 10 players.